What is up, everyone? How you doing? So today wasn't the most interesting day ever, so I decided not to film. Whatever. But now it's late and Brian wanted to go up to his shop and get a few things done, so I figured I'd tag along, and since I won't be doing much, might as well film. So we're gonna go up to Brian's shop and see what he's got going on. I know he has a pretty cool side project that he's been working on for a little while now, so I'm excited to show you guys that and maybe start digging out his Mark II, because I would love to start putting a parts list together to see how much we need to get that car on the road. Look, a steep ass driveway. Brian's shop is literally in the middle of nowhere. I have to go off-roading to get to this place. And it's freaking pitch black out here. Rest in peace, 7 Series. Rest in peace, my friend. Bang. What's up, Josh?
What's up? How you doing? I dropped some video games behind there and I just moved all of this just to...
It's brighter in here than I remember.
No, it's, I guess, well, my booth is down.
Oh no, the booth is gone.
Well, of course, we have to stop it, Brian. Jesus. Okay. We got sub mail. We should just start the video. This is
Is this really?
Sub mail in your shop. It's Amazon sub mail, so there's a little note. all right.
I enjoyed some older vids of you and the guys eating Japanese candy. I hope you guys enjoy the candy I got for you. IG @_Mike916. Get it in there.
Nice. So we got candy. Okay,
Yeah.
let's open. I'm starving. Oh hell yeah!
That's a lot of Japanese candy, yo.
I'm so excited. I'm so happy I saved this because this is perfect. This is perfect timing. Holy crap!
This looks like pills.
I remember we've gotten these before in the past, and everything in here is different, and it's you got to be so careful with the Japanese candy because like it'll go from really good to not quick, like jelly beans. Jelly beans.
Yeah, like
it's a jelly bean effect.
It's weird, yeah, for sure. You start drinking like sugar,
lettuce?
milk, and stuff.
I don't know if it's Chinese or Japanese lettuce, but...
What do you? It's Japanese candy. What do you think, Josh?
yeah, it's obviously Japanese.
Okay, let's
This is like heart medicine.
How's your heart feel? One thing you have no matter what I pick, you have to eat it.
All right.
Do you promise?
All right. Okay. I mean, it's candy. How bad can it be? What we got? We got...
This looks pretty suspect. Oh, you just went straight for it.
It's like seaweed. Yuck. It's like really sour.
But you know what? He kept chewing it and he swallowed it like a real boy. For some reason, they have like a lot of fish flavored things, and be careful because my palate is not meant for that stuff.
Again.
But Mike, thank you so much. I'm gonna probably swallow this whole box in the next 10 minutes.
These little things say the day after that squid thing.
All right, so back to what we came for. As I'm down in candy still. Came here for B.
Yeah, what's up, guys?
So you guys might remember this from a few weeks ago. We actually scored Brian a CSL style trunk for his E46 in a junkyard. And it was pretty smashed up, but good thing Brian knows what he's doing and he's been fixing it.
Yeah, I'm pretty much done now. I used some like old filler that I had laying around, which is probably a horrible idea. So it seemed like trash, but now I got a ton of pinholes I gotta fill. Oh well.
Brian's trying really hard to make this not look like fiberglass, because most things when they're fiberglass, you can tell it's fiberglass.
Actually, I'm not trying that hard. I'm trying to do it cheap and quick and cut corners, which is probably a horrible idea, but it'll probably come out nice. So.
Dude, it looks really good. This thing was destroyed when I got it.
Yeah, it was.
It cost me 40 bucks in a trip to the junkyard, and I'm assuming Brian had all this material laying around, so.
Yeah, no, I didn't put any money into it. It's just, like, it's not like I'm really cutting corners. It's just, I don't want to put that much work into a $40 trunk. Like, you know what I mean?
How much are these new? Like shipped?
Shipped probably like $650, $700.
There you go. And then you still have to do some body work too when it comes in.
Yeah, and that was part of the problem with this thing originally, I feel like, is the first guy who painted this did a freaking awful job.
Do you think you might primer it tonight or no?
I want to, but we'll see.
I can't wait to see it. I can't wait to see it primered because it's gonna look like an actual piece. All right. Well, while B works on that, I'm gonna help Josh Bojangles over here. So Josh is actually gonna be drifting with us next season. That's exciting.
Yes. You know what the best part is? I've never won a ride along.
Really?
Not once.
Weirdo.
Yeah, I'm just gonna send it.
Josh actually bought this from our homie Jizzo, if you guys know. It's funny. This was Jizzo's first car last season. He was drifting with us. But Josh said screw it, and we're just gonna turbo it. Why the heck not? You guys have seen us do a lot of KAT stuff on this channel, which is pretty cool. We still have to go back and fix Kenny's. We haven't gone back and touched it yet, but this one's gonna be a little different because we're actually gonna be using the ISR turbo kit instead of like the CX Racing kit that we've been using. Basically, we've only used eBay kits so far, so the ISR kit is gonna be a change of pace, and I'm excited to see how it performs. We're not gonna go too crazy with it because I know some of you guys are probably gonna stick to the KAT stuff, but I'm gonna help Josh regardless because that's what friends do. So we're just preparing for it to come in. It was supposed to come in today, but hopefully Monday or Tuesday we'll have it and make this thing bark. I just can't wait to tune the damn thing. This thing out yet? We don't need it. Jesus. Bro, I heard you need some potassium in your diet.
Yeah, for the banana.
So for you KA boys out there, if you guys want to simplify your engine bay, unless your car is OBD2, you can literally delete anything that has a vacuum line going to it. If a vacuum line goes to it, just delete the thing because you don't need it. Only thing you need a vacuum line for is your fuel pressure regulator. Keep that. And then your IAC has some lines to it, so keep that. But everything else, if it's not part of the engine, there's a vacuum line going to it, what do you do with it, B?
Brake booster, throw it right out.
Oh, come on. You gotta use some common sense.
Sorry. I mean, everything with a vacuum line is not a brake booster or fuel pressure regulator. Get rid of it.
Yeah. Josh, what are we doing?
Getting rid of stuff.
Josh, is there a vacuum line going to it?
Yeah.
Delete it.
Delete it.
Get the fuck out of here.
Skamoosh.
I don't even know what this is, but I know we could delete it.
Jimmy, would you do me the honors?
Delete. Hey, vacuum lines. All right, I want to show you guys this because I love when parts from other cars look sick on other cars. That makes sense. So Josh found this on the side of the highway.
It is a wing from a Honda Accord. I'm guessing probably around the early 2000s era. Yeah.
It's the S14.
It actually fit on here
like
pretty well.
perfectly. And it looks pretty sick. It's like a mini kooky wing. Kind of, like a mini kooky wing, but I think it looks pretty cool.
If you get 2,500 likes on this, I'll do it.
Oh, sheesh.
2,500
2,500 likes, okay. Like the video,
run it.
because I want to see this thing ran. This thing's pretty cool. So if we put this wing on, you have to make the brake light work, because that would just be way too cool.
Yes, it would be really fun, but let's see if it actually works.
Ready?
Yeah, this thing hits, dude.
Yeah, nice and bright. All right, let's do a little pulsing, like we got like a flasher.
All right, hold on.
Yeah,
Get a beat. I need a beat.
You beat?
Somebody. All right, hold on. I'll just do everything myself. Fucking guys are useless.
Nice.
Josh, this spoiler sucks ass. Honestly, if you find things on the side of the road, probably there for a reason.
All right, we're doing a spontaneous battery relocation on here, which is always good, but we were looking to the Japanese candy again because we keep eating it. And this one has me a little confused. Looks like if we pour water in here, it's gonna turn into cotton candy or some sort. And I'm dying to see what it does.
Cotton candy?
Look at it.
Okay.
I can't read Japanese, but I can read pictures.
What's it gonna make?
Okay, what do we got here? That looks kind of gross. Do you see that? It's like little worms and shit.
All right.
All right, how much water do we use?
I can't read that. Yeah, all right. Easy on the cola. You gotta mix
What
it more.
the?
Whoa.
Okay, sir, we have Go-Gurt. Texture is pretty firm. Feel it. It's a very firm foam.
How is it? It tastes like cola.
It's so sweet. Oh my god. Try it.
Whoa.
It's not bad though, right?
You know what? It tastes like those miniature soda candies. You ever see those? Like the
Yeah.
bottle caps, I think. It tastes like bottle caps.
Really strong.
But
it's firm, dude. This is cool.
it's cool. Here, have some primer.
Just like that, it is officially time for primer. So Brian poured the activator before we even got set up, so
It'll be fine.
it'll be great. I'm gonna sit here and stir it, pretend like I'm actually doing something.
Yo, Used to drive a Porsche Cayenne. Yeah. Trapping in Iran, got me dodging trash cans. Used to drive a Porsche.
How's she looking?
Good. Didn't have a lot of primer, so there's really just like a coat and a half on there.
For fiberglass, it looks really smooth.
Yeah, it's gonna look really flat when I block it, but there's only like a coat and a half on here. I'm probably gonna block it, prime it again, and shoot it. Block it, prime it again, seal it, base it, clear it. So by the time it's done, yeah, it'll look mint.
And then, you know, the whole paint thing, but this thing is gonna look so badass on the E46. Sheesh! This thing's a bigger mess than I remember it.
It looks nasty.
It does look pretty bad right now. It looks like you tried, like, you cared a lot for like 3 days, and then 0 at all.
I cared a lot until I needed to buy some.
Yeah, exactly. Oh boy. What do you guys think? Should we dig her out? Should we let her sit and rot? Well, she's not rotting, but she's getting dusty. What do we need? We need axles?
No, actually now I do, because I kind of...
Stock Mark II axles, stock Mark II hubs. You had the brakes and everything, right? The brake lines?
I think, yeah, I think just the Mark II hubs on this car are the same as G60, so yeah.
Okay. Then we can get it rolling. We can pull it out. We can clean it. See what else we need. You know what? It's not as bad as I thought the more you look at it.
It's not. It's actually half wired up in there.
I don't know, guys. 1.8 Mark IV 1.8T and a Mark II Golf.
So that's the only other thing that has to be done is we have to connect the chassis to the engine wiring.
So yeah, we need this thing rolling before we can do anything about it. So if anyone local has Mark II hubs and axles, let me know, because I don't even know where to get those. I don't even know where to get those things. My first mod. It's probably been sitting like this for like 3 years. Dude, can we wash the window? I feel like just like washing the window would be like the greatest feeling ever.
Oh, yes.
Dude, that's gonna be satisfying as all hell. Oh my god. Let's just fast forward to like 20 minutes from now. A little cleaning up, which feels like a full detail at this point. And it looks pretty good. Windshield's all cleaned, and we got all the junk out of the frame rails and everything. And man, this is a lot to take in. Mainly because I don't remember anything about a Mark IV engine bay, and I've never worked on a Mark II, so it's a little overwhelming. But, I mean, hey, how hard could it be? So this big ass harness, this is all the engine harness, which is crazy. And this is where it connects to the chassis. This is what is gonna make it specific to a Mark II. Well, realistically, we're probably gonna end up using like 6 of these wires.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's usually how it goes, so. This I just have to figure out. We gotta make this thing rolling, that's the big one. So we'll get the parts making rolling, and then we'll make a list of everything we need from there. But it looks like everything's like 80% done.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
most of this car is done.
Even though it doesn't look like it at all. All like the little nooks and crannies are surprisingly hooked up. So Brian said there was a full exhaust on it. There's nothing on it for an exhaust right now. Where is it? Is it in a box somewhere?
It's got to be underneath the car.
Yeah, that's where usually an exhaust is. So I don't know, but with that, I'm excited. We finally actually dug into this thing a little bit tonight. I mean, this is exciting. This is a big step for B-Hall.
Yeah, I'm excited.
So, oh boy. It's late now, but it was cool stopping in, watching B Primary's trunk. It came out amazing. Josh worked on his S14. What do you do with a vacuum line?
Delete it.
Exactly. And ran a battery cable, and you guys know the deal. It was a fun little night. So
Exhaust goes all the way up to the firewall.
I see no downpipe.
The downpipe's in the car.
Oh, see, that's where. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
There it is. See, I told you I had a downpipe.
Who makes that? Huh?
I think it's TT.
Oh, that's pretty cool looking, actually.
Yeah. It fits in Mark II.
So with that, you guys know the deal. Like, comment,
Subscribe.
stay tuned for more content in B-Hall.
Have a great night.
I'm cold-hearted and broke. I cold started and choke. I grow part with my soul. The vote harder to grow. I know what. Hey, I know what. Hey, yeah. I'm cold-hearted and broke. I cold started and